Far above Earth, where the sky turns black and the planet curves beneath you, survival is no longer natural. Space is a place where the human body does not belong, and yet astronauts live there for months at a time. Every moment in orbit is a balance between human limits and engineered systems, between fragile life and an unforgiving environment. Survival in space is not about comfort. It is about precision, discipline, and constant awareness. The first and most immediate challenge is air. On Earth, breathing is effortless and unnoticed, but in space, oxygen must be created, stored, and protected. Inside a spacecraft or space station, the atmosphere is carefully controlled to match what the human body needs. Oxygen is produced using advanced systems that split water into oxygen and hydrogen. Carbon dioxide, which becomes toxic if allowed to build up, is constantly filtered out. In space, every breath is measured, monitored, and recycled. Temperature is another silent threat. Space itself is neither hot nor cold, but without protection, objects exposed to sunlight can burn, while those in shadow can freeze. Spacecraft are designed with layers of insulation that regulate internal temperatures, keeping astronauts alive in an environment that swings between extremes. Even a small failure in temperature control can quickly become life-threatening. Gravity, or the lack of it, changes the human body in ways that are impossible to experience on Earth. Without gravity pulling blood downward, fluids shift toward the head, causing swelling in the face and pressure inside the skull. Over time, muscles begin to weaken and bones lose density. To survive long missions, astronauts must exercise daily, not for fitness, but to keep their bodies functional enough to return to Earth. Eating in space requires a complete rethinking of something humans take for granted. Food cannot be allowed to float freely, and crumbs can be dangerous if they enter air filters or electronic systems. Meals are packaged, compact, and often dehydrated. Water is added carefully, and every container is sealed. Even the act of drinking is controlled, with liquids consumed through straws designed to prevent floating droplets. Water itself is one of the most precious resources in space. There is no endless supply, so nearly every drop is reused. Moisture from breath, sweat, and even urine is collected, purified, and turned back into clean drinking water. This closed system allows astronauts to survive for months without resupply. In space, waste is not discarded, it is transformed. Sleep, something so natural on Earth, becomes another challenge in orbit. Without gravity, there is no bed to lie on. Astronauts sleep in small compartments, secured inside sleeping bags attached to the walls. Without restraints, they would drift while sleeping. The space station experiences multiple sunrises and sunsets each day, so astronauts rely on strict schedules and artificial lighting to maintain a sense of night and day. Beyond the physical challenges, space is filled with invisible dangers. Radiation constantly flows from the sun in deep space, and without Earth's atmosphere, astronauts are exposed to levels far higher than on the ground. Spacecraft are built with shielding, and astronauts closely monitor solar activity. During intense solar storms, they must move to more protected areas to reduce exposure. Micrometeoroids present another threat. These tiny fragments, often no larger than grains of sand, travel at incredible speeds. At orbital velocity, even the smallest object can cause serious damage. Spacecraft are designed with protective layers to absorb impacts, but the risk is always present. Survival in space means preparing for dangers that cannot be seen or predicted. Mental survival is just as important as physical survival. Astronauts live in confined spaces, isolated from the world they know. There is no fresh air, no natural sounds, and no privacy in the way people experience on Earth. The constant hum of machines reminds them that their lives depend on technology working without failure. To manage this psychological strain, astronauts follow structured routines. They communicate regularly with mission control and with their families. They celebrate small events, watch movies, and take time to look out the window. Seeing Earth from space, silent and fragile, helps many astronauts stay grounded in purpose. The view of Earth itself becomes a powerful part of survival. From orbit, borders disappear. Storms, oceans, and continents move slowly beneath the station. Many astronauts describe this perspective as life-changing. It reminds them that life on Earth is rare and deeply connected, and that their mission is bigger than themselves. Emergencies are always a possibility, and astronauts train extensively for them. Fires, loss of pressure, or system failures require immediate and precise responses. In space, there is no outside help arriving quickly. Survival depends on preparation, teamwork, and the ability to stay calm under extreme pressure. Returning to Earth is often harder than leaving it. After months without gravity, the body struggles to readjust. Balance is lost, muscles are weak, and even standing can be difficult. Astronauts often need assistance when they land, and recovery can take weeks or months. Space leaves its mark long after the mission ends. Surviving in space is not a single achievement, but a continuous effort. Every system, every routine, and every decision plays a role. Astronauts live with the knowledge that the environment around them is unforgiving, and that survival depends on respect for that reality. In the end, astronauts survive in space because humans are willing to adapt. Space strips life down to its essentials and forces us to understand what we truly need to live. It reminds us that Earth is not just our home, but our shield, and that survival beyond it is one of humanity's greatest challenges and one of its greatest achievements.